As you know, Kendrick Lamar has been announced as a performer at the Super Bowl in 2025. It has caused a lot of controversy. A lot of people have said things, mainly Drake stans. Clearly, DJ Academics is still glazing. We all know he's a glazer, but he at least is getting paid for it, I hope. So this is Urban Legends channel. I will have it linked in the description box. As always, when I do a reaction video, I always try to make sure that I give people the credit where credit is due.
Dr. Dre did an interview responding to all the people out there that criticize Kendrick Lamar for not dropping enough music. The people that say, you know, Kendrick can't be considered this or can't be considered that because he only drops an album every 3 years. You know, you have a lot of people out there that use that as a knock against Kendrick Lamar's greatness, despite his classic.
Because he actually wants to take time and make good music is wild.
Albums, despite the quality of music, they feel like he should put out more music.
For sure.
Recently, Zaire Franklin, the linebacker of the Indianapolis Colts, was doing an interview with Joe Budden, and he said the same thing.
Crazy. And I was like, just like we just said, right there. You go down the street, you hearing Gunna. So why is he not top 3 in the rap game?
It's top 3 in the rap game right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he just say Gunna? Let me run that back.
Okay. I can get
rap game.
it's top 3 in the rap game right now.
Right there. You go down the street, you hearing Gunna. So why?
I think he said Gunna.
Why is he not top 3 in the rap game?
It's top 3 in the rap game right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can give you that.
Rappers in the rap game, though. I mean,
I put him over.
It's hard for me to really put
Exactly.
Kendrick in these
That's what I'm saying because
Joe,
it's
I'm
not
trying not to,
competitive
but
anymore. That's what I'm saying. It's
Kendrick
not
don't drop
competitive
enough
anymore.
music for me personally. I think it's like a weird battle. That was kind of my whole misunderstanding. Even though he succeeded the war because he's completely changed the perception of main man. But it's just kind of like, bro, like you don't drop enough to
imagine thinking that a rap battle is about popularity and not about the lyrical content. Boy, Drake fans trip me out.
Exactly, and that's what I was telling Joe about this nigga being at the Super Bowl. I don't agree with Kendrick
But that's where
being at the Super Bowl because nigga, you got like the reason you buzzing right now is because you was just beefing with a nigga.
But this mentality is I'm not gonna.
That's partially true, but damn, can't you realize that he knocked he Drake like a redheaded stepchild, basically? You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on.
Say it's wrong. Oh shit. But I disagree with it.
And, you know, even the fans kind of cut him up about that. But that is a criticism that Kendrick gets. So Dr. Dre responded to this. He spoke about, you know, sometimes artists are timeless and sometimes artists are for the times. And he gave a breakdown on what he thinks about Kendrick being criticized about that. So I'm going to show you guys that and then we'll come back. Check it out.
Kendrick is one of those artists that we call forever artists.
Okay, define that for me.
He could disappear for 5 years or something like that and come back and our heads up.
Yeah.
You know? Some artists feel like I have to do something all the time so I won't be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's not him.
That is the most humblest way of saying Drake had to flood the streets. Hello, I'm here. It's fitting that Drake rocks barrettes. Because, boy, this man wants more attention than a woman, boy. Are you serious?
He can disappear and come back with something that's shocking. That's amazing, and everybody's going to tune in and listen.
So that's what Dr. Dre had to say about this. A lot of people are going to assume that he was talking about Drake when he says, you know, some artists have to drop every year to stay relevant. And some artists like Kendrick Lamar are timeless and they can come back and give us a classic album whenever he feels like it.
Right.
You know, and Drake fits that mold, but he's not the only one, man. A lot of times these record labels require artists to drop albums because they're trying to recoup their money. You know, record labels give you a couple $1 million. They want their money back and some. So you're required to put out this many albums in this many years. You know, you might have a 5-album record deal in the next, 10 years. So you got to put out an album every other year, basically. So a lot of times people think Kendrick Lamar, you know.
Put it this way. Frank Sinatra, when he was on Capitol Records, Frank Sinatra, yes, I'm using Frank Sinatra as an example. It's for a broader audience too. Oh, but Frank Sinatra was an artist on Capitol Records. He had to drop about 22 albums. Jesus, bruh. Damn.
Doesn't drop because of whatever reason, but really he's just not required to. A lot of times artists ain't required to do all that. They have the creative freedom to do what they want to do. And Kendrick obviously has that creative freedom. And in a recent song that he dropped, where he kind of addressed this. Kendrick Lamar said this. He said, "They wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritual is tried." So Kendrick is saying that I have the freedom to not drop music and drop albums, you know, and obviously he feels a way.
He said,
like if I get more visible, my spiritual.
Because he has a soul. He actually has a soul. He won't just do anything, bro.
Side gets tried a little bit more. That's what he says in this song. So maybe he has a valid reason on why he doesn't drop albums as frequently as some of his peers or some of the other artists. But that's his choice. And, you know, as an artist, I respect art. So I'm glad that, you know, he gives us quality pieces rather than, you know, just throwing out a bunch of music every year and it lose quality year to year. You know, every time.
And you can tell that most people didn't listen to Kendrick Lamar in the first place. Like, the first thing that I noticed with a lot of people, especially DJ academics of all people, I mean, how is he even credible in the first place? But the main thing he said when they was on Complex, when him, Joe Budden were still at Complex, right? And he says this right here. He says, "I don't want to hear someone free the slaves." And you know, Drake actually, why would you quote DJ academics in that sense to say, "Oh yeah, I'm with the culture feeling"? Dude, To Pimp a Butterfly, it's not about freeing slaves. Well, it is, but basically what Drake is going through right now when he had to answer for dropping 100 gigs of music. Imagine that. Imagine having your music pulled down by the label, but you worth 400 million. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you can't just do anything. Like, for real. They want it all. They want all that paper. They got to recruit something. If Drake's got to recruit something, then bruh, what you think?
Kendrick Lamar drops, we listen every time Kendrick Lamar puts out music. We're excited about it and we want to hear it. And I'd rather him stay with that mystique and stay with that pattern than giving us something every year just so we could say.
But my bad. So to finish my thought, To Pimp a Butterfly is about being in a slave contract. Like, you have songs like "This Dick Ain't Free." He's basically saying, you ain't about to, you know what I'm talking about? You ain't about to screw me over. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this dick does cost, you know? And you listen to the intro, you know.
Kendrick came out again. Kendrick dropped another album. Like, is it good, though? You know what I mean? Is it good? Does it mean anything? Does it impact? Is it something that I'm going to play, you know, 10 years from now? And a lot of these projects that come out these days aren't like that. So I appreciate an artist being an artist and treating their craft and treating their product like art, you know? So that's what it is, man. Urban Legend with 11s, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next topic.
Yeah, make sure that you subscribe. I'll have his information in the description box. I have this video, and you can subscribe to his channel. I always thought he was a brilliant content creator, and now that he's really getting the shine, because it's all the way on their side now, for sure. Respectfully, too, by the way. I just want to because it's a real dope topic to talk about.